John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team in home runs and runs batted in, J.R. Santana.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup, and when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
Just about to get underway. Getting the nod on the mound, Jack Leiter.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
The 0-1. Line drive, base hit. Devers headed home. He scores, and it's 1-0.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour. And now they've got some speed on first.
So digging in, J.R. Santana, fourth on the National League home run leaderboard. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We'll move to the second now at Petco Park. It's the Padres 3 and the Red Sox 1. J.R. Santana, the next up for the Padres. He's 0 for 1. Santana, a former All-Star, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. That one missed.
You know, these Padres putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the...
One at second to Bradley, and 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
J.R. Santana, the next to hit.
Santana.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Your pitch. Drive it deep. Huh? Here you go.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
Hit on the ground to the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. That's the third out. Inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. Digging in now for San Diego, J.R. Santana. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. And a foul ball.
Right here,
and the 0-2. Ball 1 there. On Duhar at second. Langoliers at first. One gone.
Drive that pitch, huh?
Ground ball to the right side. Bradley toss to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Padres 7 and the Red Sox 2. Here's Alex Verdugo. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Center field. Santana makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He scores on the sac fly. It's 7-3.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. (3-2). High fly ball lifted into air right field. Santana in position. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox and the San Diego Padres. Just about set to go. And on the mound in this one, Max Meyer. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
J.R. Santana now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Throw over to first, and he's back in easily. Singy, Shohei Ohtani has been as advertised. Rookie of the Year in 18, MVP in 21. He has impacted the game in a major way. And then, of course, he was on the cover of MLB The Show in 2022.
Well, he's doing something that we've never seen done before, and just absolutely phenomenal that he can be that dominant.
Base is empty, one away. JT Realmuto steps in. 0-2 now. In the air out to center, and that'll get down for a hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you...
Here's Christian Arroyo. 0 for 1 so far. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Santana gets there. He's under it. And that's the inning. In is the switch inning outfielder, J.R. Santana. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
He can't get there. It's a base hit. Throws to second, and he'll pull into second safely.
I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
The 1-1. Runner takes off on the ground out to short. Tosses to first. Now 2 out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Hit slowly on the ground. Devers on the run. Sends it over to first. That's the inning. 1 left for San Diego. Still no score. Rafael Devers. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. Here comes the 0-1. And Devers hits that one. Santana under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. The throw is wild, and it gets away. And he'll move up to third on the throwing error. J.R. Santana digs in now.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Swinging a foul straight back.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Now the 0-1. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Devers tracks it down for the out. MLB The Show's game of the week. It's the Boston Red Sox and the San Diego Padres. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here, and towing the slab in this one, Shane Bieber. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
One down. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 4th right now on the American League home run leaderboard. And a 1-1. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting fifth.
And welcome back. Stepping in, Christian Arroyo. Bieber back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. Santana should have this one. One up, one down. J.R. Santana now at the plate. The top hitter in the National League entering the day.
Santana.
One time right now.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Strike 2. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all. Good pitch right there.
So 2 away with nobody on. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. Into center. Santana settles under this one. Makes the catch, inning over. 2 outs, runner at first. Stepping in for San Diego, J.R. Santana. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-2. Hit hard. That gets through. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Right-hander kicks, deals. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at-bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk.
Let her fly right here.
The 1-2. On a line, base hit. Not in time. He's safe.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the sixth. So digging in now for San Diego, J.R. Santana.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Hey, be patient, get yours.
Next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1. Bounced out to short. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Man at first. And now here is James Triantos. He's 0 for 1.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's one down.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call. He probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Right here.
The 1-2. The punch out there. 2 gone. Back to the top of the lineup. And here is Xander Bogaerts. Santana off of first with 2 away. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. O'Neill getting an angle on it. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And that is that. Padres leave 1. They're down 7. It's 9-2. Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered in this game.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Here's the 2-2. Out there to center. Santana makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And now it is JT Realmuto. No outs, runners at first and second.
Let's roll it up now. Let's go.
In the air, out towards right center. Santana on his way over. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tagging for third. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
The batter, the shortstop, Marcelo Meyer.
2 on with 1 out. And stepping in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a pop-up. Triantos sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jake McCarthy.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the center fielder, J.R. Santana.
Santana.
Walter back to work. There's the strike. Misses outside, and that's ball 1. The wind and the pitch. And it is 2-1. Swing and a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
James Triantos getting ready to hit. A strikeout and a walk.
Come on, big guy.
Santana on at first. Nobody out.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Makes the grab, one away. Runner on at first with one gone. Now, Shea Langoliers, known for his rocket arm behind the plate.
Hey, wait for a good one and drive, and I'll pick one out.
Tapped softly on the ground. Arroyo to second, and he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
So 2 down. JT Realmuto up next for the Red Sox.
JT Realmuto.
Two outs. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that gets down into the gap. Arroyo around third. He'll score, and the lead continues to grow. Safely into third. It's an RBI triple.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep.